Something most people misunderstand about the dark feminine is that it has absolutely nothing to do with the ego. It's not about your personality, how you dress, how you talk. This is an archetype that lives within yourself and within the collective unconscious. It also has nothing to do with being in your villain era or being evil.
The feminine move that feels illegal but makes people bend to you. Everyone thinks power comes from being loud or aggressive, but the real power, it's dark feminine. It's being soft, mysterious, and untouchable. Dark feminine energy.
Hello there, my lovely darklings. So, dark feminine energy is not wounded feminine energy. I've been talking about this for years, but I can understand why people think that the shadow aspect of ourselves is the wounded aspects of ourselves. No, it's just the other side of the coin.
Awaken, remember, rise with Yogi Butterflies. It's your girl Blue here to serve you with love, light, and truth. In today's video, we're going to be talking about tapping into that dark feminine energy. Oh yeah, we getting real seductive around here. We're going to be able to really use this energy to attract certain things that you've been trying to attract for a while, but maybe didn't really have the understanding on how to go about it. So, I hope these clips help you. Let's get into the video.
The best part of the healing journey is when you let go of that love and light shit. You done with your soft era, your soft life, and you ready for the dark feminine to come get her fucking time, man. And it's not like something that just happens. It like unfolds, you know. The next person think that they gonna fucking play with you, and then the next person think they gonna fucking play with you, and then you just realize, y'all must not know who I am. y'all must not know who I'm protected by. And that's when that dark feminine boils up from the inside, and it's a whole new era. It's the villain era, but the for real villain era. The real villain era. See, they was villainizing you for nothing before. Now you're gonna give them something to talk about. Now you're gonna give them something to kiki with the next bitch with. But you're gonna be out of sight though. They gonna see you eat so much. They gonna see you win so much. They gonna see you stand in your power so much that you don't even gotta do nothing to them. And they gonna feel it. Yeah, they gonna feel it.
If his energy got you bent out of shape, it's time to bend into yours. Here are 3 postures that you can do to shake off the dusty, crusty suckers trying to get with you and step into your sovereignty.
Number 1, pull back and pull into yourself. Yes, boat pose, Nirvasana, okay? You have to row your vessel away from any spaces and places that don't honor you, including the dusties and crusties. Number 2, set boundaries. You're gonna lift up your arms into cactus position. You're gonna inhale through your nose and bring your elbows together, parallel of course, and exhale, open your heart. Inhale, exhale. This is done all through your nose. Nasal breathing aids in detoxifying the body much quicker. Exhale. And in doing so, you can cleanse your auric field and get rid of any stagnancy that is being held in your heart. Be it resentment, be it attachment, be it connections with others who are draining you. Continue to do this until you feel light as a feather. Number 3, and this is one of my favorites. It's called sit down and rise in your power. You're gonna sit on your heels for this one. Knees will be out wide because you're healing your womb space and you're opening your hips, of course. And we can start in a standing position. And make sure you're on your toes because that's how you want to keep them. And come down on an exhale. My love, you are a universe of your own. Take time to explore how amazing and brilliant you are. When the time comes for you to connect with another universe, I pray that it is divine and that it is aligned with your highest timeline. Because honestly, that is what you deserve. You deserve to be honored, revered, respected, and cared for.
in every sense of the word. I love you.
Something most people misunderstand about the dark feminine is that it has absolutely nothing to do with the ego. It's not about your personality, how you dress, how you talk. This is an archetype that lives within yourself and within the collective unconscious. It also has nothing to do with being in your villain era or being evil or manipulative, right? This is the shadow side of feminine energy. Actually, if you think of the energy of Lilith, this is exactly what we're talking about. Typically, feminine energy as a whole is viewed as softness, nurturing, and healing. So the shadow of this is feminine energy that is unapologetic, sets boundaries, and knows when to say no. Natural disasters are actually a perfect example of seeing the dark feminine in action. Whenever we see a wildfire or a flood, this is Mother Earth cleansing herself and saying, okay, no more of that toxicity. I'm going to take care of this myself. The dark feminine is not here to destroy you. She is here to destroy everything that is not you. Which is why working with this archetype is extremely difficult for most people, because it feels like nothing's working and everything's crashing down and you can't handle it. It's overwhelming. But that ability to say, this is for my highest good, when everything is crumbling around you, is how you empower yourself to become a better version of you. So if you're feeling a bit called after this to reclaim your dark feminine, stay tuned, because I will go on and on about this.
You want to know the feminine move that feels illegal but makes people bend to you? Everyone thinks power comes from being loud or aggressive, but the real power, it's dark feminine. It's being soft, mysterious, and untouchable. Dark feminine energy is calm but calculated. It's when you make people feel like they're the ones chasing you, not the other way around. So here's the move. Be extremely warm, but never convenient. Speak like you're offering a favor, not asking. Tilt your head, lower your voice, and let silence do the rest. People panic when you don't rush to fill the space. Try this. I could make time if it's really worth it. Or if you want to tell me, I'd be grateful. But I've got other options. Delivered with a smile. Calm. That's what makes them chase. See, softness plus boundaries is deadly. You're not lowering your standards. You're making people step up or step out. Save this for when you need it. Comment what happened when you try it. And duet with me if you're bold enough to test it out tonight. That's how you win with dark feminine power. Remember, softness gets you further than any force. Don't force anything. Just be soft. Now go practice it. Don't mess it up. Just in general in life, they don't deserve your anger. They deserve your absence. And the moment you stop chasing, they start begging. It's a push and pull. Everything in life works like that. You pull too much, you pull too much, they start pulling away. They start yanking back to bring it back in. So you gotta let go. Let them wonder if you care. That's when they care the most. It's okay to be silent sometimes. Control is not about being loud. It's about silence. Having control over what you say, what you do, your boundaries, your self-respect. It's not about volume, how loud you can talk, how much you can yell, how much you can curse them out. That's not control, babe. Crashing out is not the solution, even though sometimes I get it. Sometimes you gotta crash out. But just in general, learn how to be soft. It'll take you much further in life. But this video, watch it again. Okay? Memorize it. Tattoo it on your forehead backwards so when you look in the mirror, it'll be clear. That's how you win with dark feminine power. Soft doesn't mean weak. It means you've already won without lifting a finger. Anywho, I love you.
things I do because I'm secretly evil. I go dead silent instead of arguing. Nothing makes a guilty person uncomfortable like your peace. I treat you extra nice when I know you're fake, so that you can choke on your own guilt. I remember everything you say, even when you think I'm not catching on, so that I can later ask you. I mirror your energy exactly. If you're cold, bitch, I'm an iceberg. I smile and say you're right while I mentally uninstall you from my life. I don't argue. I observe, I collect data, and I let you expose yourself. I let people think they're winning just so I can disappear when they need me most. I let people underestimate me and think I'm pretty and dumb so that I can outgrow you so fast it gives you whiplash. If you like this video, leave a comment down for part 2.
Speaking to me is a privilege. You do not have privileges. Do you hear me?
Hello there, my lovely darklings. So, dark feminine energy is not wounded feminine energy. I've been talking about this for years, but I can understand why people think that the shadow aspect of ourselves is the wounded aspects of ourselves. No, it's just the other side of the coin, where we have our light feminine energy. On the other side of the coin is the dark feminine energy. That doesn't make it bad, that doesn't make it evil, that doesn't make it wounded. It just makes it something that's repressed, suppressed, and has been shamed into submission because we felt like it was unfit for societal consumption. So where light feminine energy is like your bubbliness, the mask you show the world, the joy, the upbeat, the effervescent, the princess energy, which is adorable. On the other side of the coin is the not so wholesome side. It is our sensuality, our sexuality. It is where we express our boundaries, our deep hurts, our pain, our magnetism, our intuitive abilities, our channeling, because we're all channels, but you channel things best when you turn off your conscious mind. Once again, your dark feminine energy is just not being the good girl. You're not going to play small. You're not going to be pleasing or to be perfect for anyone for them to feel bigger. You're allowing yourself to be, you're allowing yourself to be unleashed, untamed, and you're unlocking your authenticity in all its forms. So yes, once again, dark feminine energy is not the wounded side. It's merely the side that you need to check so you can be fully in your authenticity. Much love.
Most men have the least respect for women that do the most for them. And it's sad, but it's true. I'm sure you've been there where you were like, if I just love him just a little bit harder, he is going to see everything that I am as a woman and that I am for him. But really, it's just making him hate you more. He has less amount of respect for you because he knows that he can just do whatever and you're never going to go anywhere. And this is why I talk so much about having that dark feminine energy, tapping into that and learning how to decenter men. Now, when I say decenter men, people take it as, oh, just done with men. No, I don't know about you. I need a man in my life. What I mean by decentering men is not making them the center of your life. So women will get a man and then we just fall off the face of the earth. We're just like, oh, friends, family. No, my man. I'm with my man, my man, my man. Learn how to decenter men. Learn how to make yourself the center. When you make yourself the center, you have high standards, high boundaries, and you always put yourself first.
When you naturally attract attention without even trying.
Babes, go watch her whole video because everything she said is like on point, okay? I'm going to share why everybody needs to be an alchemist. You have to be. If you are someone that naturally just like draws in attention and like magnetic energy, by law, you have to know how to move that energy to your benefit, okay? So to be a magnetic person, this is just proof that you have a very strong spirit, you have a very strong light, and you draw in good, bad, indifferent energy, okay? That's your gift. So when we come to this world, we're all given blessings. Do not push the blessing away because of fear of what could happen with the power that you have. We learn to yield the power and we prescribe meaning to power. Now, when we talk about breaking generational curses, I feel like this is one of the curses that a lot of us who come from cultures that believe in Nazar, evil eye, and have seen it actually be worked on our family. Ooh, my phone was dying. And have seen it actually like work, right? Where Just horrible things have happened. This creates a fear-based relationship with magnetism, beauty, power, that I honestly feel like is a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so this is where we live in 2023 right now, the age of Aquarius. We're exiting out of like the age of Pisces. And so now we're moving more from being governed by belief systems to now we get to control what the belief systems mean to us, which is Aquarius energy. Pisces is more, the belief systems are controlled by religion, by government, by bigger entities, whereas Aquarius is like, okay, now we learn from that and we create our own data, our own realities based upon our own mind. So let's do some mind magic right now about your power, your magnetism, your beauty. Starting right now, you will believe that you draw in so much attention because that attention is energy and it is fueling those really big desires in your heart, because there is such a vast amount of power within you that you need energy, right? You need that attention. That's why ads are all fighting for our attention, because it's power, baby. Where attention goes, energy flows. So if you're pulling in that energy naturally, you are here for great things. A spell I like to use whenever I leave, whenever I feel a lot of energy on me, any energy that is sent my way, cleanse and clear through light, used for my highest benefit, or cleanse and clear through light, used for X, Y, and Z, and I'll put it towards something. Then basically, you are just allowing the natural flow of life to happen and you're not resisting it. And instead, you're in this place of self-love, because you're in this place of self-allowance, self-acceptance. You are accepting that you are a baddie that pulls in a lot of energy. And because of this, it will be by law now used for your benefit. Mental magic, mental relationships, and this heals also your bloodline. If there has been lineages of maybe people hiding in the cuts, hiding in the shadows because of the fear of being seen. So they repress their dreams, or they repress their beauty, or they self-sabotage by staying in relationships that dim their power. Whatever it is, it stops with you. Okay? I love you so much. Go on my YouTube because I go deeper into this. Mwah. Bye.
Stepping into my dark feminine energy completely changed my life, my bank account, and my happiness. For most of my life, I was presenting myself in a very, very hyper feminine way because I knew that's what people wanted from me. Showed up to high school in like heels and a dress. Very pageant girl, very much trying to present myself in that hyper feminine, light feminine way. I was just giving so much of myself, and as a young woman, I think was one of the most detrimental things that I did. I feel like I accepted really bad behavior and disrespect because I just thought that was the way it was supposed to be, and what am I gonna do? Like speak out against it, right? Dark feminine energy came after my first love situation. It being a really traumatizing situation and everything had me looking for identity, and so I really tapped into so much of myself that I was pushing away, which was my independence, my financial stability. Just becoming a lot more selfish and independent really helped me deconstruct the toxic masculine. And dude, if I'm being completely honest, I will not step into being the really light feminine side of myself until I'm a mother and a wife. Until then, we gotta look out for ourselves out here. There are obviously strengths in both the light and dark feminine, and it's all about balance. Everybody is complex. There's a dichotomy behind everything. But truly, one of the most powerful things that I did for myself in my 20s, I think, was really embracing that dark feminine side.
I'm not toxic. I'm classy. So I'm toxic.
Remember, when you're in your dark feminine energy, you're not trying to say, I want marriage. You're not trying to say, I want to be in a committed relationship with you. You're not trying to say, I want you to be my man and pay all my bills. You're trying to say, you need to earn me, impress me, and I'll see if I want to deal with you. And when I do deal with you, if I choose to deal with you, you will never forget me. You won't want to ever let me go. That's the energy that you need to be giving off. Not pick me, pick Misha energy, not I want to get married real quick energy, not 20 questions energy, not, I'm shy energy, but the energy is you impress me and see what happens energy. Okay. All right. What if you get a boyfriend that pay for your bills and there's other men looking like they pay bills too? What to do? Well, it depends on you. How dark, how dark, how dark of an energy do you have?
Say it again. People always talking about fumbling the bag. Y'all be talking about money. I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about fumbling people of value. Fumbling people that you meet one time in a lifetime. People that you don't get twice. Energies that you can't find elsewhere. People that'll sacrifice for you, love for you, fight for you, do for you, and then you shit on them. You can't shit where you sleep and not expect to smell like poo. And
We'll never meet another girl like me again, I can promise you that.
You seem very sure of yourself.
Yes, because understand, there's no other girl in the world quite as perfect as me.
This girl on this app said somebody comments under her picture, commented, "The day you feel bad for a man is the day your misfortune begins." And I said, I was so intrigued. I went into her page and then I saw another post that she said, "Don't have grace for men. That's God's job." And I said, she might be onto something. The day you have a grace for, no. The day you feel bad for a man is the day your misfortune begins. Don't have grace for men. That's God's job. Once again, my mind is blown. This app continues to blow my mind.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay in tune with new content and videos. I hope that this video helped you to understand what dark feminine energy is and how to use it for your true benefit. So rise higher, shine brighter, and remember, your soul has wings. See you in the next video. Ashe.